You ever walk past a dealership, see a brand new Ram 1500, and your ears wait for that familiar throb, and it never shows up? You pop the hood, and instead of 8 fat runners and a big plastic Hemi, you get plastic covers, tight packaging, turbos, hoses. You tell yourself it's progress, but your gut says something got deleted. Ram didn't just end the Hemi. They canceled the idea of a Hemi replacement, the straightforward, loud, simple successor we all assumed would arrive. And the real reason isn't a conspiracy. It's a balance sheet with an emissions calculator sitting on top of it. That's the part that hurts. Let's be honest about the promise we heard when the rumor mill started years ago. A Hemi successor meant the same things the original meant in our heads. Big displacement, low-end torque, soundtrack, and the feeling you were buying a little slice of mechanical immortality. What we got instead is the Hurricane Inline 6. Smart, efficient, powerful, and nothing like what your nostalgia ordered. Is Hurricane a bad engine? Nope. But it's not a replacement for what the Hemi represented. And Ram canceled that on purpose. So, what actually forced the decision? It's 4 pressures stacking up at the same time: fleet emissions arithmetic, warranty math, manufacturing complexity, and margin. Put those together and you get the same answer every time. Build small, run boosted, reuse modules, control heat, and let software do the shaping that camshafts and displacement used to do. The V8 vibe doesn't fit that playbook. Start with fleet math. Automakers don't sell engines, they sell averages. Corporate targets care about what happens in cold starts, city cycles, and real-world duty, where big cylinders sip like shot glasses until you ask them to work and then chug like pitchers. A new, cleaner V8 still drags your average down compared to an efficient 6 that lights the catalysts faster, shapes combustion with dual injection, and slips into leaner deactivation patterns at cruise. On the spreadsheet that decides which drivetrains survive, the V8 shows up heavy even when it's brilliant. And the moment you add a mild hybrid or an electric accessory drive to the 6, the gap widens. You can mourn it. The spreadsheet doesn't care. Warranty math is quieter but just as brutal. The Hemi's appeal was simplicity. The Hemi's problem was a million hands touching it for 20 years. Every known rattle, tick, MDS annoyance, lifter complaint, leak, and cold start variance has been documented and litigated on forums since flip phones. None of that kills a legend. It does weight the coin toss when a company decides what to design for the next decade. Turbo 6s aren't simple, but they are predictable in the way modern control systems want. Heat is managed, combustion is mapped tightly, parasitics can be staged, and underhood packaging is more consistent with future hybrid hardware. If you're a warranty auditor, that's sanity. If you're a buyer who loves cam and block rumble, it's a funeral. Manufacturing complexity is the part nobody sees until you're walking a plant floor. Every unique block family you build carries tooling, supply risk, and a parts ecosystem that must be fed for a decade. The Hurricane strategy consolidates. Inline packaging shares more with global programs. Ancillary systems, pumps, coolers, controllers can be commonized. The Hemi successor we wanted would have been another island to supply and protect while the rest of the world sails to smaller, boosted, electrified shores. Islands are romantic. They're also expensive. Margins seal the verdict. Ram needed a powertrain that could hit a price target, carry an options ladder, standard, high output, hybrid add-on, and leave headroom for the interior luxury that keeps average transaction prices sky high. A new V8 that met future emissions and NVH targets would be an expensive hero used by a minority of buyers. The Hurricane is a flexible worker that every buyer can be sold. Quiet when you want, torquey down low, easy to pair with gear ratios that mask weight and tire size. The accountant doesn't hate you, he just loves the 6 more. Now here's where the pain shows up for real owners. A Hemi successor would have given you predictability. You'd know its bad habits, you'd accept them. You'd plan maintenance like a ritual. The Hurricane gives you conditions. Drive light, it rewards you. Drive heavy into headwinds and grade, it drinks like a V8 and heats like a turbo. Careful oil discipline and airflow integrity, it pays you back. Short trips, forgotten intervals, sloppy clamps, cheap gas, it remembers. The 6 is a system. The 8 was a personality. One punishes neglect with codes, the other tolerated it with a shrug and a check engine light you ignored for a week. But let's not kid ourselves. There was a path to a Hemi-feeling successor that checked the modern boxes. Smaller bore, higher compression, cam phasing authority, dual injection, EGR by overlap, advanced deactivation. Basically, the near-term evolution we've seen others take. It would have kept the soundtrack and the linearity that makes a truck with a heavy trailer feel honest. Why didn't Ram build that? Because the next 10 years of their lineup isn't one powertrain. It's a portfolio. 6-cylinder, high output, electrified, and full battery electric. The successor to the Hemi wasn't a new V8. It's a stack of options that together replaces the role the V8 played across the customer base. For purists, that's heresy. For a product planner, that's survival. Let's talk about what you actually feel behind the wheel, because this is where the canceled replacement stings. A Hemi gives you a story you can hear. Low RPM burble, rising growl, a gear change that sounds like a decision. The Hurricane gives you results you can measure. Strong merge, calm cruise, fewer hunts, and the uncanny way it stays quiet even when it's working. Numbers versus narrative. If you listen with your heart, you'll say the 6 is sterile. If you log your routes, you'll say the 6 is efficient. Both are true. Only one sells posters. Here's the straight talk for buyers staring at the lot today. If you wanted a real Hemi successor, your options are rear view mirror. Find a clean late Hemi while you still can, or buy something in the segment that still sells big displacement and accept the efficiency and average challenges that come with it. If you stay with Ram, treat the idea of replacement as a vocabulary correction. You're not buying the heir to a throne. You're buying the new monarchy, a raised-to-power inline 6 with advisors named software, thermal management, and hybrid. Does that mean you're doomed to a sterile future? Number. It means you drive differently and maintain intentionally. Want the Hurricane to feel more honest? Keep RPM in the fat part of the torque when towing. Don't lug. Let the oil be fresh before big trips, not after. Keep the cooling stack clean and the intercooler drains and ducting happy. Moisture and heat are the enemies that make boosted engines misbehave. If you want a little theater, none of that stops you from letting the exhaust sound better within legal lines. Just don't confuse sound with strength. The 6 isn't pretending to be a muscle motor. It's pretending to be a responsible adult that can still fight when it has to. The nostalgia pain is real, so let's confront it. The Hemi wasn't perfect. It survived on charisma and a work ethic that forgave owners who treated maintenance like a rumor. It also paid a quiet tax in deactivation gripes, lifter stories, and fuel bills we all conveniently forgot when we told each other how rock solid it was. The Hurricane isn't perfect either. It demands clean oil, clean air, and behavior that respects heat. It can swing in miles per gallon depending on how much boost your day sneaks in. It replaces analog charm with digital control. But if you can separate what you miss from what you need, you'll find the 6 does the boring part, daily life, easier. What about resale? That's the wild card everyone whispers about. V8 trucks wear their miles like badges. Buyers know how they age. Turbo 6s are still earning their stripes in the full-size world. The best way to protect yourself is also the cheapest. A boring folder with every oil change, filter, spark plug, coolant service, and software update printed and stapled, plus photos of a clean cooling stack and tidy intake tract. The next buyer isn't buying cylinders. They're buying confidence that the person before them understood what the engine expects. That folder is worth real money. Now the part that hurts in a different way. Sound. The soundtrack is culture, not just vibration. It ties memory to machine. Canceling the Hemi replacement canceled a sound we built rituals around. Remote start on a cold morning, a little blip pulling out of a driveway, the way kids look back when you roll past. If you feel angry about that, you're allowed. Mourn it. But don't let mourning make you dumb in a showroom. You're not buying grief counseling. You're buying a truck that has to move your life for a decade in a world where the rules changed while we were busy loving yesteryear. So, what's the resolution? How do you make peace with a decision you didn't get to vote on? You do the one thing the spreadsheet never predicts. You get deliberate. You spec the truck that matches duty, not nostalgia. If your life is commute plus weekend projects and occasional towing, the 6 with the right gearing will feel composed, quick, and grown up. If your life is heavy trailers and heat, you either pick configurations that keep the 6 in its happy zone, or you look at the segments still selling big cubes and you accept the cost and averages that come with that choice without inventing villains. Either way, you win by refusing to buy a story. You buy a system that fits your life. Ram didn't kill the Hemi to punish you. They canceled the replacement because the replacement we wanted didn't solve the company's next 10 years. That's the truth behind the headline. It's not satisfying, it won't go viral in a brochure, but it will keep the brand alive in a market that's tightening screws on everybody. And if you stick around for the long game, you'll see why product planners sleep at night. Most owners don't live on a dyno, they live on highways in weather with families and lumber in the back. For that life, a modern 6 with brains can be the adult in the room. You came for a scandal, you got a motive, you came for a replacement, you got a strategy. It hurts because it's right for them and wrong for the story in your head. If you want the story, buy a used V8 and love every gallon it drinks. If you want the future, learn the rules the Hurricane plays by, and it will pay you back with quiet miles and a balance sheet that offends you less at each fill-up. Either way, you're now making the choice with your eyes open, not your ears. That's what canceled really means here, not the end of power. The end of pretending the old soundtrack could survive the new rules. Now you know the reason. Decide with the truth, not the brochure, and you won't regret the truck in your driveway.